You may be asking why I need a side hustle. My earnings from all of October so far, please filling this out and making a nice form of income. There are a few cons. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you guys are here today because I will be working from home, but it's going to be a really special work from home day as I will be simultaneously hustling and bustling with my side hustle that I've been working on for the past few months. You may be asking why I need a side hustle as I work from home at Spotify. Well, I'm a shopping addict and I have people to feed. I mean, look at how peacefully she's just living life. Oh. I basically was doing this side hustle for free for my friends and family, and when I was scrolling through TikTok, I found a niche of people who were really scaling this out and making a nice form of income. It took some time to build up, but I found that it added a nice layer of additional income to my monthly expenses, and it was something I genuinely enjoyed. Plus, it really just fit my lifestyle really well as someone who works from home. So what is this thing that I do? It's basically dog sitting. Yes, it's not Bitcoin mining, it's not developing a new product or launching a space to the moon. Basically, I discovered this app called Rover. I'm going to take you guys through what it is, how I use it, and how I balance my life doing this while I work from home. In about 30 minutes, my client's going to come. She's literally the cutest dog ever. Her name is Bailey, and I'm excited to show you guys. Don't mind my dusty windows, but it's such a nice day today, and it's going to be a perfect day for a dog to come over. I'm going to introduce you to my dog of the day, Bailey. Come here, Bailey. This is Bailey, and she is gonna be the... I'm gonna be providing daycare for her for the entire day. Her booking is from 8 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Her owners are busy at work, so she's gonna be staying with me, and I'm gonna be taking care of her. She's still getting used to the place. I'm just gonna let her settle in and kind of hang out with Potato and just get them acquainted. As I am working on some ad hoc projects, I wanted to give you guys an overview of how I feel about using Rover and being a dog sitter while working from home, and this being my side hustle. My biggest pro for the side hustle is definitely being able to set your own schedule. Basically, the app allows you to select days and times where you are willing to take... It's okay, Potato. It's okay. It's basically super customizable. And the only con to that is you'll have less clients because people usually want doggy daycare for days where they're working or on weekends when they are traveling. But as someone who is doing this more as a hobby and a light side hustle, I usually only do this on weekdays when I'm home and working anyway, and less so on the weekends. Another pro obviously is if you love dogs, this is such a great job to get more interactions with dogs. And really, it's a side hustle that can just bring passive joy. Cons, I think there are a few cons, which I guess comes with any side hustle, but this one in particular is a little bit more specific. The first thing is the unpredictability of the dog and the behavior of the dog you will be getting. There are options to do meet and greets prior to setting up an official booking, but of course you can't find all the traits of the dog during a short meet and greet. I find that most pet owners, and if I were to give Potato to someone to daycare, will do meet and greets. That is a good way to ask all your questions and also for the owner to ask you questions, so it's definitely good to be prepared. Another con, which might be just more specific to me, is taking care of a dog requires some physical exercise and energy, whether it be going out on walks, taking them to go pee and potty, playtime with them, feeding them. That all takes time and energy. And of course, if you have a more rowdy dog, more energy is required. Some owners will require 30-minute walks. Some dog owners will only need 15. Some dog owners want 5 walks a day. I don't think I would ever take a dog that needs 5 walks a day. It's important to get a detailed rundown of what the dog needs. The schedule that Bailey's owner provided me was by every 2 hours, so it was really detailed. It really helped me organize what I needed to do and my day. Of course, if you're taking care of any live being, there is a safety risk involved, so really important to make sure you check off all your precautions. That also reminded me, another pro about Rover is that you get to choose what service you provide. For example, if you're just doing dog walking, these safety risks aren't as major. If you're doing drop-in visits, maybe even less so, because you are going to the dog's home rather than having a dog at your home. Because I have a responsibility to be working at the same time, I do doggy daycare and or dog boarding. Another thing that I find to be a pro is that you could basically set your own price for each service that you provide. And if you are just starting out, it's definitely more important to set your price low, getting those strong reviews in the beginning, and then incrementally raising your price based on your experience and how many dogs you've taken care of. That can be seen as a con to some people because it does take a lot of time to exponentially grow your dog sitting service. I think at a certain point you won't be making huge amounts of money unless you are devoting a lot of time to this app. Whether it be it's being your only job, I know some people who can make a few $1,000s a month. I know some people who make $300, $400 a month, so it really depends how much time you are willing to put in. Taking a quick rest.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not.
Degrees and sunny, just the way I always wanted. 더 바랄 것도 없어. 지금 이대로면 좋아. 따스한 햇볕이 가득 담은.
It's about time to send Bailey off. Her owner is gonna come pick her up. I'm just gonna gather her things that they brought. From my experience, at the end of each doggy daycare booking, I usually either feel relieved to give the dog back to the owner or sad. In this case, I am a little bit sad because he was so obedient and so sweet. She kept me in potato company while I was working, and she was just a joy to have. I'm gonna definitely let the owner know that I would love to take care of her again in the future. Before the day ends, I thought it'd be important to give you guys a little bit of insight into the finances of Rover and how much I've earned so far. It is the last week of October, so I'm going to take a look back at my earnings from all of October so far. So I did do one doggy daycare, which was Bailey, one dog boarding for another dog that lasted 4 nights, then another doggy daycare, and then dog boarding for 2 nights, and another doggy daycare for 5 consecutive days, and lastly, another dog boarding for 3 nights. So in total, I made this much, and this amount does include tip. Which brings me to another important point about Rover. Tip can be a large part of your profits. Tip is optional and is something that clients can choose to give you after you complete a booking. I believe they get about 24 to 48 hours to give you a tip. Of course, you won't always get tips, but my recommendation for getting tips is basically going above and beyond and making sure you're updating the owner as much as possible during your time with the pet. You don't want to spam them, but I think as a pet owner, peace of mind is really important to me. So that's why it's key to send updates every couple of hours, whether you guys are napping, out to play, on a walk, during lunchtime. It's just comforting to let the owner know that you are proactive and honestly having a good time with their pet. All in all, I've really been enjoying Rover and it's been pretty easy balancing it with my work from home lifestyle. But if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave it in the comments. It's getting pretty late, so for the rest of the night, I'm just gonna clean my room and relax. I plan on watching this Korean drama on Netflix called Strong Girl Dumb Soon. It recently came out and I've been getting really into it, so I'm gonna do that. And as you guys can see, it looks like Potato is ready to hit the hay as well.